with our guest, Mr. Pax, because I guess that was the intent to have a cross fertilization of our thoughts here. So, Pax, last time when I spoke about, I gave since you were also interested in what is a solution moving forward, and yours and my buddy Benjamin spoke something good about. We cannot keep talking about what happened in the past unless and until somebody is changing the facts. But Benjamin said, we can keep talking about what our ancestors did, or we take the bull by horn and take this thing and come up with a solution. So, Pax, I would really like to know. um, I spoke about based on what the Israeli project has done in 75 years. Let's make it a true Jewish state. Let's make it a Palestine state. Make Jerusalem, because it's a sacred place for all three Abrahamic religion. Let's have that under UN. So it's strictly for religious purpose. No boots on the ground. No army. Nobody owns it. Everybody else, the two nations owns the land based on their population. Is 7 million Jews, 15 million Palestinians, and they both get their land. What they do after that, because you had expressed some thoughts about, hey, what would Palestinians do? Or there were thoughts about if they're going to have military. There was thought about they might go and strike us again. So unless and until we keep the fears out, and this is not a first time two nations are coming on board the map. There are 150 or 180 countries that are living right now. What are your comments? I just want to get your thoughts to divide the land based on population and start from a new slate, new piece of paper, blank, and create a true Jewish state. Thank you.
So, sorry, to divide based on population, which lands? I don't get it.
So okay, so what I said was Jerusalem is offhand. It's just a sacred place for the three religions. So nobody owns that, and then the remaining land is based on the population you divide. And what I counted based on Google, it was 7 million Jews around in Israel.
Oh, yeah, I get it. Yeah, you want to 30% Israel, 70% the Palestinians because of the population number.
Strictly, yes. Not I. My intent is not at all to insult or dehumanize anyone. That there are no Jews, so let's put them in the corner and just give them little land. Strictly based on if there are 7 million. Okay, so if there were 50 million, I would have said 50 million. So yeah, based on population, we give them the land and give a chance for both the parties to live together and then grow.
It's a great idea, but you think that they're going to accept that? Human beings?
Definitely not. It's beyond the 1967 borders. Like the surface. Definitely, they will not accept something like this.
Okay, Pax. The reason I'm saying these thoughts is because you know and I know. Let's not bring the politicians in here. Politicians want me and you to divide. I mean, and keep arguing and never have a solution. But me and you and Benjamin will have to bring a solution. And I don't want to talk about, Netanyahu will never accept. I could care less what Netanyahu says. I want your thoughts. I want your honest thoughts about, can we move forward in that fashion, and why not?
I have the feeling that that you didn't listen for too long from me. So the idea is I am quite realistic, and actually I'm quite against this idealistic, moral, historical, all kind of solutions and things, because as I said, I'm a pro-realistic solution, and unfortunately the reality is totally different from all these idealistic solutions. And the people from the panel, like Benjamin and Truth, they already know that my opinion is that wherever it was gained through the war or to remain to the winners of the war.
Okay,
This is happening around the world.
okay, Pax. I mentioned that let's not go into wars. Let's not go our ancestors did. We are here right now and we have to resolve this. Maybe you gave me a commentary, but I was thinking you're going to say, no, I'm not going to accept 30% land. I'm going to accept 40%, or I'm going to accept 50%, or I need 60% land. I want you to critique my plan, not give commentary. Maybe you see what I'm saying? Maybe you're going to say no, it's going to be 50-50 land, even though the population of Palestinians are twice the Jewish population, and you just mentioned concern about, hey, there's so much population in West Bank. So based on that, can you critique that? Pax, your mic is really bad.
No, no,
Come on.
it's not my microphone. No, it's not mine. It's somebody else.
Okay, so your thoughts, Pax. I'm waiting for your thoughts. If you want more land than 30%, 40%, 50%, and Jerusalem be independent.
So, Jerusalem already has the U.S. embassy on over there.
No, we're starting blank piece of paper. We cannot. Everything what that is done before, nobody is going to admit. We have to start brand new, and Jerusalem is only a sacred place. It's not a place to play politics. So it's going to stay under United Nations, just like they said it before, and people can freely go and pray. If you give it in the hands of one person, he will have the authority. You cannot do that, and everybody else will bitch and moan about it. So let's not have it under anybody's jurisdiction. It's free for everyone to go in and pray. That's what that place is for, not for embassies, not for doing politics, not for military. Strictly for religious praying and whatever that you do, and go out there. So that's Jerusalem. And then, if you do, you agree with 40% land? Do you agree with 50% land? I mean, I just want to know that. Just your
No, I
side.
don't.
If you're a prime minister
I
one day, I'm just
Let him
personally,
wondering.
answer. Let him answer.
personally, I don't agree. Personally, I have a very big problem that uh, two nations which and actually the problem with the Palestinians, that they have the population number evolves so much. They are fighting for such a small piece of desert. This is a very big very big problem. While all the other countries around have huge spaces, and now we are trying to squeeze two nations which are hating each other into such a small patch of land, and
Pax,
one
I
side.
got you. Pax, I got your point. So your point is, you see, if your point is there are other countries where these people can go, then people are going to argue with you, and they're going to say the Florida governor in America, DeSantis, is loving and dying to give every ounce of his money to his Zionist brother. So they're going to say go to Florida, go to London, go to France, and there's Idaho, which is empty in U.S., and all evangelicals, 30 million, your brothers and sisters will love you there. So you see what I'm saying? That the argument, your argument why these Palestinians cannot go there,
Do you know what is my
you have to live together in that land. There is
do you
7
know what
million
is my
Jews and 15 million Palestinians.
argument for this? Do you know what is my counter argument for this proposition? For everyone who is telling me that why we don't take the Jewish out from there to host them in our countries, I will tell you. I will gladly bring them back in Europe. I will gladly bring them back in Europe when when Turkey would give us back Constantinople, and when all the Muslims which came in Europe in the last 75 years, they will return into their native countries. It's
But
okay.
Pac,
This
I
it is
did not
okay.
start that argument. You said why all these people have to be crumbled in small space. Meaning Palestinians can go to Jordan, they can go to Lebanon, they can go to Egypt. That's why You started that. I'm saying you all have to live in that land because
Okay, let's tell the truth. The British mandate, it was way much bigger than what they are fighting for right now. Okay, and the Palestinians were cheated because they give way much land to the Jordanians. Okay, and also the Jordanians cheated them because when they had the West Bank control, they didn't give back that land to the Palestinians. Okay, and nobody wants to talk about how actually how the Palestinians were cheated by their Arab brothers. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think Humantis. I don't think he fully
They
understood your
cheated by the
question.
British. What are you talking about? The British had the mandate over Palestine. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
I don't know what I think.
Hey, we do have
they're
a
Why do you
lot of
differing.
fully?
Fully
Why
It's
do you?
understood
Hey,
the
we do
question.
have a
But
lot of
Noob,
hands.
let's go to
Points were
Noob.
made.
We got a lot of requests. We got to cycle through this one. Noob, go ahead.